Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel.
Today I will be showing you how I made this dress. There was a lot of twists and turns.
But before we get started, please boys slam that subscribe button.
So the pattern I used for this dress was McCall 8034. I wanted to make B, and I had everything cut out for B, but then I ended up just making a strap dress. The fabric I will be using is a bedsheet that I got from Ross. It's the Ellen DeGeneres bedsheet. Ignore Ellen DeGeneres because we all know we don't like her anymore, but her bedsheets were good. They're pretty nice, and I like the color. So, I don't know, this pattern was just so hard to me, and it was just when I got to the sleeve part, that's when I found it really, really difficult. So for the next time, I'm going to try the sleeve one, but for this time I just went the easy route. So as you can see, this is me tracing the pattern onto a piece of paper like how I normally do. So that's what we're going to start off by doing, is always trace the pattern to your size and keep the pattern so that way you have it just in case. So this is what it should look like, and after this we will be cutting the pattern. So once you finish cutting the pattern, it is time to place it on the fabric or the bed sheets and cut it out. Also, it is very important to mark what is what, to mark what the top and the sides and everything that you see on the pattern paper onto your trace pattern. So that way you know which goes to what and what is what. Because once you cut these patterns out and you don't have it marked, it's kind of like what's the top and what's the bottom. So just mark it. Alright, so we're going to start off with the top bodice piece. So we're just going to sew the sides together. Once it is all sewn together, it should look like this. You'll be sewing it princess seam style. And make sure you are sewing it like curved, because if you don't sew it curved, it's going to come out weird. Alright, so next is the bodice piece. So you're going to sew those two and those two together, and it should look like this once you sew it. So basically there's going to be a line down the middle for the zipper. And make sure you have a long zipper, because that's the mistake I did. I can't fit in this dress because the zipper is too short. So get a long invisible zipper, at least a 22-inch long invisible zipper. And then you could always shorten it if you would like. Alrighty, it should now look like this when everything is all sewn up. As you could see, we still have that middle part open, but we have the sides sewn together. And my bad, the part that I just sewed right now is the front, but now it is time to sew the back of the dress. Also, I'm sewing the lining and everything just so I can get it over with faster. So this is the back of the dress. As you could see, there's a line down the middle for the zipper, and this is how you would sew it. So you're just going to sew those two parts, and you're not going to sew anything other than the two parts. So you're just going to sew the side part to the middle part. Alrighty, so now that everything is sewn up, it should now look like this. And what you're going to want to do is you want to clip the edges, like the little kind of circular parts, the rounded parts. So you're going to clip them, and it should now look like that. So that way it's easier to expand in a way, I guess. But it's just like it loosens the tension. Now you're going to attach the top bodice piece to the front piece and make sure they're lined up. So you're going to attach them like how you would normally attach something, pin it, you know, the full 9 yards. But make sure you attach them, line them up, and make sure that princess seam area is matching the lines on the front of the dress, or at least very close to it. And for this project, you don't need a serger because you're going to be using the lining to basically cover up all the icky sides and stuff like that. So you don't need to serge anything. So after you're done with the front part, you're going to sew the zipper. You're going to sew the zipper invisible zipper style. And like I said in the beginning, you want a longer zipper. Get a way longer zipper than the one I have. The one I have is a 9-inch one. You want to double that. So get at least a 20-inch zipper. So you're going to sew the zipper invisible zipper style. And make sure you do it correctly because I had to do this a few times and it's easier for me to sew it off the camera than it is to sew it on camera. So that's why I don't have a video of me sewing it on camera. But yeah, so you're going to sew the zipper and you're going to sew it exactly like how I'm showing it, how I pinned it. As you could see here, the zipper came out so perfect. And look at my henna. But the zipper came out so perfect. And when I zip it up, you can't even tell that there's a zipper there. So that's exactly how you want your zipper to look. So after you have sewn that part of the zipper, now it is time to sew the bottom part of the back. So that way it's all closed up. So it should look like this now. Now it is time to attach the front and the back together. So you're going to attach them by the sides. So now that all the sides of the dress are sewn, it is time to attach the lining and the straps. So once your dress looks like this, what you're going to do is you're going to keep it like this, but you're going to attach the straps. When you attach the straps, it should look like this. You're going to be attaching it to the front part of the bodice. Okay, after you base stitch the straps onto the dress, you're going to attach the lining to the dress and kind of like sandwich everything in, like the straps in and everything in, and then you're just going to sew the top of the dress. So I don't have a video of me sewing the zipper and the lining together. That was a little difficult for me to record, but I will make a video if anybody requests for it. But there's so many videos on YouTube. If you just look up how to sew a dress with lining and a zipper, you'll be able to find it. But yes, so your zipper should look like this, and it is pretty much done. The last thing you need to do is hem the dress. I hemmed the dress off camera because it's just a lot easier to do, but here's the final result of what the dress looks like. And I'm so happy with the results. I really wish I could fit into this dress, but unfortunately I do not. But if I did, I would have killed this dress. This dress is so pretty and so cute. So here you have it. This is the finale of this dress. This dress in the end, even though it wasn't what I wanted to begin with, it actually came out really pretty and really cute. So there you go. And if you have any questions about McCall 8034, please let me know. I will help you out to the best of my ability.
As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.